thinking about this phrase, good news of great joy. And the word joy, joy to the world, is one of the great Christmas carols. So what is it about joy? Joy that's maybe different than just happiness. I'm thinking about the times I felt joy, and this Christmas story of joy, and the good news of this great joy is about a baby. When you think about this great, incredible God who created all things, and the good news of the great joy is about an infant child who has no power, who can't do anything except just be, at least for the longest time. I was thinking about when I felt a similar joy. I remember the Christmas of 1984, which was our first pregnant Christmas. Sitting there on the pew on Christmas Eve with the candlelight, looking over there and just seeing my well-rounded wife. Thinking, what an amazing, incredible thing this is. That we're going through the same thing Mary and Joseph went through, that countless thousands of millions of trillions of people have gone through. Something everyone goes through, at least from the inside out. And yet it's so special and so amazing and so joyful. It doesn't have to be your own kid. Two of the people that Kathy and I miss the most are not members of our church back in Illinois. They're our next door neighbors, Jake and Joss. 2 years old and just turned 1. Our little kids next door, whom I had the privilege to sit for the first couple of years of their lives, about once a week, 2 hours in the morning. These just dear, wonderful, precious children who are not my own, not blood, not kin, and yet they are a joy. And it doesn't have to be children either. I remember the Christmas of 2007, that was it, 2007, when all 3 of our kids were home from California. And it's the day after Christmas, and we're all sitting down for the Christmas dinner, and I'm just excited to have all 3 of my kids there, because the day before Christmas dinner was a little bit zooey, a little bit crazy, but the day after, it's just us, and we're all there. We're going to have this nice dinner, just the 5 of us, when Chris, my oldest, announces that he has other plans. He doesn't even tell us what they are. He just walks out the door. I am not happy. I paid for his plane ticket. And he just waltzes out the door. I mean, I have 2 out of 3 of my kids. You should be happy with 2 out of 3, right? But no, we're not all there, and I'm upset, and I'm sort of steaming, and I try to make a good show of it. I'm quite sure that I didn't. And an hour and a half later, Chris walks through the door. We're just finishing dinner, and he's laughing. This also does not go over well. Why is he laughing? Because he's bringing my 76-year-old mother, whom he has just picked up at the airport, whom the 2 of them were the only 2 who knew that she was flying in to surprise us, because that was the Illinois-USC Rose Bowl coming up that year, which was something of a civil war in our household. My mother and I being Illinois graduates in the family. Anyway, but that was just sort of secondary. It pulled up this grand and wonderful surprise. Fortunately, I had not said any of the things I had been thinking about. But joy. It was just joy, pure joy. Frederick Buechner, one of my favorite writers on the spiritual life, he says this about joy. He says, in the Gospel of John, Jesus sums up pretty much everything by saying, "These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full." He said this at the supper that he knew was the last one he would ever eat. Happiness turns out more or less where you'd expect it. A good marriage, a rewarding job, a pleasant vacation. Joy, on the other hand, is as notoriously unpredictable as the one who bequeaths it. Joy is as notoriously unpredictable as the one who gives it. And joy doesn't always come in the expected places in that. even in the happy places. Sometimes joy comes in the form of that person walking through the door of the waiting room in the hospital, where you find yourself waiting alone your whole future, depending on what goes on in the surgical suite next door. And there's that friendly face who heard, who knew, who came just to sit with you for those 2, 3, 4 hours while you waited to see what your whole world would be like. Joy sometimes comes just at the sight of the ocean for me. I don't know about you, but every time I see the ocean, something happens. I hope that doesn't go away. I don't think it will. I see you shaking your heads no. I don't think it will. There's something there that no matter, no matter how you're feeling, I think there's something powerful and holy about seeing the waters that remind you of the waters at the very beginning when God created the heavens and the earth. There are just moments where it's just good to be alive, I think, where like you taste a pear, or you hear a great piece of music, or that toe-tapping thing that our choir and praise band did the Sunday before Christmas that was, some of you described as like earth, wind, and fire, but about grace coming down and joy coming down at Christmas. There was a joy in it. And sometimes joy just happens at unexpected times, in unexpected places. And I have a little video that I want to show you about that, about something that happened. Oh, Patrick's gone.
We'll have to go use the bathroom.
He's coming back? Oh, that's good, because I have no idea what button to push. Anyway, Mary's on the job. Okay, thanks, Mary.
Not open.
So anyway, think about moments where you have been surprised by joy. That's the title of C.S. Lewis's autobiography, Surprised by Joy. Surprised by the joy he found in realizing that his life was a gift. And if your life is a gift, then there must be a giver. There must be a giver. So what are the moments in which you've experienced joy? And you've experienced perhaps unexpected joy? Anybody know a good Christmas carol? Yeah, that's it. So this took place about a year ago in the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C.
I don't know if we'll have sound.
Yeah, we sort of need sound. Yeah, well, still. Here's Patrick to turn on the volume.
Hold on a second.
United States Air Force can do Christmas carols wherever they want to do Christmas carols. That's what I thought the first time I heard it, and I thought, boy, but what a gift. What a gift we have to share with the world, joy. You know, and it's the same joy that comes with, or maybe it's the same kind of joy that is notoriously unpredictable that comes when people we love show up in the world in strange places, unexpected places, often in unexpected places. It's the joy that comes when you realize how good it is to be alive. And it's all the joy that comes from realizing that life is a precious gift, that there is a giver. So this week I hope you will think about those moments of joy, perhaps expected, perhaps notoriously unpredictable, that have been yours, and think about how they are in turn also clues, signs, connections to that good news of a great joy for all people that came first in Bethlehem, but a joy that keeps coming over and over and over again to our world. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let all God's people say, Amen.